What's up, my people, man? Flash Speaks back, another video. So, last night we had the lottery for the NBA draft. Um, First off, before we get into that, man, prayers out to Jason Tatum, man, who had, for a speedy recovery. He had pulled his ACL or broke it, whatever you call that, shattered it. So that puts him out for the rest of the season, obviously, Listen, as you know, I can't stand the Boston Celtics as a Sixers fan, but that's not how you want to see, a team go down. So that is unfortunate. And then Jason Tatum, he's a good kid, man. He's a good dude. He's not like, a guy that's like, that you dislike. And that's the toughest thing for this Boston. They have two stars that are very likable guys, Jaylen Brown, probably one of the best guys in the league, should be the face of the NBA, but he won't, for petty little nutty reasons. The NBA is not serious about pushing the best person, really. They're interested in other stuff. It's a capitalistic approach that they have, and it's built on nonsense, man. You feel me? And Jaylen Brown, he would be seen as more of a threat than anything, to the establishment. So for that reason, he's not. But anyway, so my Philadelphia 76ers ended out with the third pick. Dallas, even though they only had less than a 2% chance or something like that, they ended out with the number one pick. This is the corruption that goes on in the league, man. Somehow, the Lakers end up, LeBron James, on his last leg, and the Lakers end up with a top 5 player in Luka Doncic, this year to help them. And Dallas ends up with nothing, right? I think I made a video criticizing it when it happened. But as a consolation, Dallas gets number one pick. So now it's almost as if, you can have a back conversation. Hey, look, man, we gave up Luka Doncic in order to help the face of the league. So what do we get? Hey, don't worry about it, man. We get y'all this new white kid, Cooper Flag. Listen, I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist big time, but look, certain things just look weird to me. But anyway, they had these low odds. They actually were a playoff team last year, but somehow, they're going to get the number one pick. And my Sixers end up with the number 3 pick, so I ain't mad at that at all. And for me, as far as who's likely to be there, I like this kid Ace Bailey out of Rutgers, man. I've been looking into him, and I like his size, athleticism. I like his skills, his footwork around the basket. I like his handle. I like his ability to shoot. He shot 34%. You want to get that up to around 37, 38. But he's still a threat from there. You better not leave him open. And you pair him with Tyrese Maxey. I still want, ideally, a 2-guard that's at least 6'5", anywhere from 6'5" to 6'7", with the type of skills that can enable him to play the 3 and the 2. I don't know, maybe PG will be there for a year or two, and maybe he can do some of that. Joel Embiid, it's all about his injury history. His injury status going forward. I'm open to, this is a situation, if you grab his kid Bailey, where I'm open to, for the first time since Embiid been here, to trading him. If you can find a team that believes that he can still be, a top 10 player in the league, and is willing to trade him for a guard or something that we would need, this is the first time I'm actually open to it. You keep Tyrese Maxey. You plug this kid Ace Bailey in. I don't know what's happening with Paul George. He could be traded. He could stay. I'm even time with that. Doesn't really matter. Um, uh, this kid with the black nails that we had as a rookie last year, I don't care one way or the other with him. Then other than that, we just got a bunch of pieces that don't really matter. Guys that are here, that can be traded, that can stay, whatever. But I'm looking forward to the possibilities of building, around Tyrese Maxey and this kid Ace Bailey if we go that route. If Embiid does stay, I'm okay with having Embiid play his contract out and then, roll off into the sunset. So by then, Ace Bailey's ready to go and take the reins, or trade him now for some pieces. This is the first time I would say that I'm willing to even think that and go that route. You know what I mean? Because the Philadelphia 76ers probably do need to start thinking about, post Embiid era now. The Embiid thing. And I'm not one of these guys that has all this animosity towards Embiid, is angry with him. I think it was still the right pick. I think it was still worth a shot. But for whatever reason, he just didn't have the body that will hold up, to do what was necessary, man. You talking about getting through the playoffs. Playoff basketball is gruesome. And to get through it, it requires a high amount of health. It requires a high amount of fitness. It requires a high amount of mental toughness. And, it didn't work out. But no hard feelings for me. You just got to start now thinking, what now? And I like the prospects going forward if you grab this kid. Now, in the situations where he goes earlier or whatever, then I guess you'll take the other kid too. Flag, I'm not really sweating because I don't know, man, with Flag. I know he's high, he's likely number one, and that's good. I'm actually glad he'll be off the board for us because I know Daryl Morey would definitely take Flag. So, yeah, man. I'm liking that. I'm liking it. So, but this is the situation, man. If you're a Sixers fan or whatever, just a basketball fan, man, tell me what you think. Yeah, I like the idea of Ace Bailey and Tyrese Maxey. So, peace out.